So the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark, we're talking about a bunch of few things about them coming back from break this Friday, playing the Mercury and how they feel for the upcoming rest of the games for the season. Also, another topic that was talked about was Caitlin Clark joining Unrivaled as well, which is the 3-on-3 league that's going to be starting after the WNBA season ends this season. So let's see what happens. So the first video we have here is Aaliyah Boston on mentally preparing to resume the season after weeks off. I think we've just been waiting for game time, so I think mentally we're ready. We've had a few scrimmages here that's been good to get to the flow of the game. 10-minute scrimmages and get our lungs going. So let's see what she has to say.
That game flow on 10-minute scrimmages and just being able to continue to play and get our lungs going because, I mean, it's going to be a fast-paced game once we start.
Missy's not wrong, because if you guys don't know, Aaliyah Boston was not ready or prepared at the beginning of the season. You could tell that she was out of shape. So it was great to see that it looks like with this month-long break for the Olympic break, it's great to see that she now has her legs underneath her. And Aaliyah Boston should be much better and improved for the second half of the season, since there is 14 games left remaining in the schedule. So I do expect Aaliyah Boston to be much better in the second half of the season, since she will be in shape and she will have her legs underneath her from this break. That was a much needed break for her in the Indiana Fever. Then we also have Caitlin Clark of her going to Yankee Stadium. If you guys don't know, Caitlin Clark is getting a new shoe as well. So that was another reason why she was in New York as well, because she's going to be releasing her new shoe soon as well. But let's see what Caitlin Clark has to say.
I was honestly just in New York for something I had to do, and never been to a Yankees game before, so I was like, why not? Saw that they were at home, and then they were kind enough to let me tour around the facility, the clubhouse, see everything, meet all the players. So it was a lot of fun, honestly.
Is it weird to hear the manager was like, the players were all struck of you?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't know why they would be starstruck of me, but Aaron Judge is huge, but all of them. It was fun, and they won 7-0 in the first game. It was a doubleheader. I didn't stay for the second game, but it was a good day for baseball. It was a lot of fun.
There you have it. Basically, Caitlin Clark was in New York to go see Yankee games. As you guys can see that smirk on her face, she was obviously in New York at the Nike headquarters, which is located in New York if you guys don't know, because she said that she went to New York, for some business and as a trip, and she needed to get some things done. As you can see her smirk and laugh. She was obviously in New York for her new sneaker that's gonna be releasing very soon. So it was great to see that Caitlin Clark is in good spirits and is excited about her releasing her new shoe that should be coming out in the next few months, which I am excited to see that as well, honestly. It's great to see that Caitlin Clark is laughing and is having fun with everything, because Caitlin Clark, when she's like this, you can tell when someone's in a good mood, and when Caitlin Clark is in a good mood or a bad mood when she's answering interview questions. So it's honestly great to see that Caitlin Clark is in a great spirits and a great mood for the next 14 games left in the second half of this season remaining. So we'll see what happens there, honestly. Now we have the video you guys have been waiting for about Caitlin Clark joining Unrivaled. Caitlin Clark gives her answer about joining Unrivaled.
Honestly, I'm just focused on this right now, one thing at a time. Can't always just be moving on to the next. My focus is right here. Honestly, I'm just focused on this right now, one thing at a time. Can't always just be moving on to the next. My focus is right here.
But there you guys have it. Pretty much looks like Caitlin Clark will probably 95% of a chance be on Unrivaled just by that answer. You can tell that Caitlin Clark is just focused on the moment and leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff berth in over 6 years. You can see that's her main focus right now for the second half of the season with 14 games left remaining, is leading the Indiana Fever to a playoff spot in over 6 years. That's her main focus right now. I can see that's her main focus, but I can honestly just tell by the way she answered that she was in a good mood and everything. Like, she's going to be on Unrivaled, the 3-on-3 league, because that 3-on-3 league will be after the WNBA season's over. And the thing is, Caitlin Clark doesn't have to be doing any of this stuff at all. Caitlin Clark doesn't even have to be in the WNBA, because the amount of money that she made in college and NIL deals is insane and mind-blowing. So the fact that Caitlin Clark will probably be on the Unrivaled League is honestly just going to be exciting, and I honestly can't wait for that. So we're going to be getting more Caitlin Clark action after the WNBA season enters and the 3-on-3 Unrivaled League starts. But by this answer, it pretty much looks like Caitlin Clark will be on Unrivals, because she didn't look mad or anything on this one. She just says, you know, we want to focus on the moment right now, but maybe we'll do that after, basically. So it's good to see that Caitlin Clark, with 95% chance to be on Unrivals with Throne 3 League. That's going to be after the WNBA season, so I'm honestly excited for that. And what do you guys think about Caitlin Clark joining Unrivals?